At just 21 years old, Sofia believed her life was finally beginning to make sense, until one terrible year took almost everything she loved away from her. She had always dreamed of becoming a successful fashion designer, and her mother was the one person who believed in that dream more than anyone else. But one rainy morning, Sofia received a phone call that changed her life forever. Her mother had suddenly passed away. Sofia felt as if the ground had disappeared beneath her feet, because her mother wasn't just her family, she was her best friend and her biggest source of strength. A few weeks later, things became even worse when Sofia's boyfriend, Daniel, told her that he no longer wanted to be with her because he couldn't handle her problems. Sofia watched him walk away while she stood there with tears in her eyes, wondering why everyone she loved was leaving her. Then she lost her job, and without enough money to pay the rent, she was forced to leave the small apartment where she had lived with her mother. At only 21, Sofia suddenly found herself alone, carrying 2 bags of clothes and a heart full of pain. For several nights, she cried herself to sleep and began believing that maybe everyone was right, maybe her dreams were simply impossible. But one night, while looking through her mother's old belongings, Sofia found a small handwritten note addressed to her. The note said, "My daughter, life may knock you down, but never let one painful chapter convince you that your whole story is over." Sofia read those words again and again, and for the first time in months, she decided that she would not let tragedy decide the rest of her life. She found a tiny room to rent, took a simple job during the day, and spent every night learning everything she could about fashion design. She was rejected by companies, laughed at by people who didn't believe in her, and sometimes had barely enough money to buy food. But every time she wanted to quit, Sofia remembered her mother's words and told herself that one bad day could never determine her future. After 2 years of struggle, Sofia finally designed a small collection using cheap materials and posted her work online. To her surprise, one of the designs went viral, and within weeks, people from different cities were asking to buy her clothes. Years later, Sofia stood inside her own fashion studio, surrounded by the life she had once believed was impossible. She still missed her mother every day, but now she understood something. Losing everything at 21 had not destroyed her life. It had forced her to discover the strength she never knew she had, and Sofia's story became a reminder to everyone who felt hopeless. Sometimes the darkest chapter isn't the end of your story, it is the beginning of the chapter that changes everything.